No, not right now. So Kevin's going to be here. And let's say that he was laying down and he couldn't get out of bed. So now Gabe and I are working together. So the first thing we have to do is we're going to have to get this underneath him. So the table's too low, so we're going to have to raise the table up. So now as we raise the table up,
how much are we saying
he weighs he weighs between 250 and 300 pounds. He has weakness. He has Guillain-Barré. He has Guillain-Barré, and he's recovering. He's recovering from Guillain-Barré. Guillain-Barré is a neuromuscular type of disease that you get from a virus, and it attacks the motor horn. So all your muscles sort of become paralyzed, and so there's a splotchy recovery period where some people get all their function back, some don't. But he's to the point now where we want to get him out of the bed because he's getting some breakdown on his skin. He's getting some fluid in his lungs. So we need to change positions. So we're actually going to take him from the bed and we're going to transfer him to the wheelchair. We're going to put him in that wheelchair. Okay. So doctor's orders said patient out of bed to chair. That's our orders. Okay. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to basically have to do all the work myself, so I have a hold of him. Now, I would maybe have a bed sheet that I can use to pull, but for here, I'm just going to roll. So you can see how I'm in here, and I basically roll. So now this is going to allow my partner to get this underneath him.
You want to like fold it halfway, kind of stuff.
Everybody hear that? We gotta fold this pad so that when he rolls back over, you don't have to pull this right.
Okay, and this is where sometimes OT and PT work together. Okay, or PT and a tech, or nursing tech, or lifting. So now I need to roll him back. So now I need to get my side out. So he needs to roll that way. And I have to unroll it like this. Okay. So now we have this here. So now we're going to go underneath here with the legs.
Always want to cross the two legs too.
Okay, so show it again. So you have this here. Okay, so we need something to support the thighs when we get them up. So
for better support, you just cross through the other loop. So you're gonna hang the left side on the right and the right side on the left.
okay. So Gabe's gonna go ahead and hook it up, and I'm gonna assist him. So basically, we have to open it up to bring it in here to straddle this, and this could present a bit of a problem. Do we have enough room?
Sliding down on
Put the head down.
We could use that bed because it doesn't have anything under it. You can just slide
Wait,
it.
I think you have a good idea. Can't you put the head down here? You can get the machine closer.
No, it's the bottom part.
Yeah.
Slide underneath. It's the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bases.
We could slide it under like.
You want to slide him down? No.
Why don't you put him on one of these other tables?
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to. Okay, fine. Get him to change positions, and we're gonna go from supine to the chair. But here's what we can do first if we want. If we have no choice but to really kind of use this.
Yeah, when I did it myself. It's always, the way I do it is the longest one on the bottom. So the bottom you use the longest one, and on the top you use the shortest one. But
We only have one.
yeah, we only have one.
Choice. Okay, so trying to get him up to assess whether he can sit on the edge of the bed for sitting balance. Let's try and do it. Let's try and crank him up and pull him back and just have him sit.
Relax, Kevin.
Can we swing?
Passive range of motion.
Did you example the
Oh, 300 pounds. You're fine.
340.
So now his blood's cleared. So now at this point, Gabe can pull that out. But he can pull that out, and I'm here with him. So I have the patient here. I get up on the bed, and I bring him to here, and then now we can go ahead and sit him. So you can lower it a little bit, and so we can bring him here. So now at this position, I'm supporting the patient, okay? We can unhook this, and now we can do that a little bit more. Okay, so basically now I can work on sitting balance. Lean to the left, lean to the right. Put your hands to your side. Can you put your palm on the table? And can you hold yourself there? So if this is his weak side, or if he's weak overall, I'm going to bring his body weight to that side, guys. I'm supporting, I'm not letting his elbow buckle. So I'm holding him here, so buckle. So if he was weak, he couldn't support himself, so he'd want to do this. Sorry. So I'm gonna hold it for him, now lean. So now what muscle is working?
Tricep.
His tricep. And I'm supporting and then I'm leaning back and give the tricep a break. I'm leaning, holding his tricep, come back, give him a break. Okay? So now we say, okay, he's done enough, so now we pump him back up. And we're going to bring him to the chair position. Oh, here. So we're here,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, good idea.
Yeah, it'll be like sitting up.
Okay.
No, no. This is just
Man.
something that
There you go. Yep.
This is just
So now, guys, I'm not hurting my back. I don't have to lift 150. I don't have to lift 250 pounds.
It looks like someone.
So we're bringing him around. We're
Aw.
coming in here. Gabe is going to move the widen these. I'm coming in here. We're going to bring him to the chair. Lock the wheels.
Those wheels don't lock.
Well, the wheels don't lock. In the leg rests are on, so you wouldn't have the leg rests on either. So now as we lower him.
Another thing
Oh,
too.
yeah, right.
So you want to get your patient as far as back as you can in the chair. So typically what we do is we tilt the chair like that, so that when he slides down, his back is all the way back. You don't have to worry about him being slouched.
I didn't know that. You just
Thanks,
Learn something
Gabe.
new.
that was a nice little tip.
Just experience.
Yeah.
There we go.
That one's kind of jerky, right?
So now in this position,
Usually it's just like automatic.
we could remove
called a Hoyer lift? Hoyer.
This is called a Hoyer lift.
You'll have different, you can have the ceiling lifts, like that. Definitely the wrap that he has will be in their room, specific to that room, and then you just leave it.
And so, yeah, so now we would leave this sling, guys, underneath him. And then he sits in the chair for 3 hours. He has lunch, he talks to his family, he's building up his sitting endurance, his lungs have changed position, he could try and kick his knees out, so he's trying to get some quad working. He could try and put his feet on the ground and just lean forward, engage his abs. So there's so much you can do now from the sitting position. But the purpose of using this, it's like a crane. It's a human crane, because instead of trying to move people my size or even Kevin's size, can't use their muscles to assist, you're going to hurt your back. Maybe not the first time, maybe not 2 months later, but eventually you're gonna hurt yourself. Okay.
Will this be noted as like part of their program?
Good question. So the question is,
Balance training?
do we do this as part of physical therapy intervention? There's two schools of thoughts. One school is, how is this skilled therapy if we're using a machine to do something? If you're just using the machine to lift him up, to bring him to the chair, that's not part of a program, that's not skilled. But if we bring him to the edge of the bed, we sit him there, work on sitting balance, trying to work on leg exercises, then yes, then we can say ceiling mounted sling, floor Hoyer to the edge of the bed, set on the edge of the bed times 10 minutes with assistance to prevent posterior leaning, worked on reaching forward, crossing midline, 12 reps, and so then now the patient transferred from sitting to wheelchair. So it depends on what you did it for. Very good question. Okay, did I miss anything? All right, guys, for the last part of our day, Colleen is going to lead us in the
YMCA?
prayer. Or actually, she's a trainer. She's going to lead us in an exercise group. All right, thank you.
In her sandals, very nice.
Yeah.